Hi, I'm Tammy Randolph, and you're watching the next episode of the Chamber Does Wut. And I'm very glad to have as my special guest Mark Kammerdiener. He is the founder and the main person for TrueCourse People Solutions. I didn't know what to say other than founder, Mark. Wasn't quite sure.
So essentially, I call myself the principal advisor.
That's the word I couldn't think of as advisor.
Yes, since I hire a lot of young professionals starting off in their career or work with students that are working on internships, so they get to do a lot of the detail work while I get to stay at, quote, the top level and do more of the advisement aspects.
Tell me a little bit about TrueCourse People Solutions.
TrueCourse People Solutions was founded to help organizations really align their people systems and strategies with their business strategies. Many organizations do a lot of focus on business strategy, their profitability, their marketing, their operations, those kinds of things, which is phenomenal. They feel that people are important, but they don't necessarily put the people strategy in the same realm that they put the other strategies. And a lot of organizations go through people issues and people problems, and then they wonder why. The aspect is that because they didn't necessarily set the expectations of what people need to do to help the business grow.
Is that more than just their job description?
Absolutely. So the job description gives a basic premise of what a person does, but there's other factors besides the actual physical work that is done. It's the culture that is part of the organization. It's the dynamics of, is the position always the same thing every day, or is it a position that has many different components and factors, including customers, that may influence what happened? So what we do is we help organizations really help themselves learn about their business, not only what is the core part of the business and what people do, but also what is the culture that is needed in order to really help them grow and impact their customers.
Cool, to help the business and the employees grow.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's not just a one aspect. It's really putting the right people in the right place at the right time to ultimately get the right results. That's what we help organizations do.
Now, you also do some leadership training with this, correct?
Yes.
Now, what type of leadership training do you do?
So essentially, a lot of the work that we do is we focus on team dynamics and team leadership. So we get leadership teams, for instance, the senior executive team, working together to really understand, one, what truly is leadership, which, by the way, is not management.
Right.
They are actually different things, but helping them understand how do they influence others and use their skills to do that. I also do executive coaching, so individual leadership aspects, and then organization-wide leadership programs of teaching leadership competencies, leadership skills, and capabilities for people to grow.
Now, after you came about 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, correct?
Yes.
And so we were fortunate enough that you came and you helped with our youth leadership at the youth retreat.
Yes.
When that started. What kind of programs did you run for that for the kids?
So the aspect that I really focused on with them in the roles that I covered was, who are you? So a lot of times in leadership programs, we get focused on leading others and, quote, managing others and managing the business or leading the business. And we forget to put the mask on ourselves first and really help people understand, well, who am I? Am I really a leader? Am I capable of doing that? And helping them understand that everybody can be a leader.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is everybody able to be a leader?
Absolutely. Leadership is not a title. It's not a position. It's an aspect of influence. Some of the best leaders I've ever worked with in my entire career were some frontline employees at manufacturing organizations. They ran the machines, they did the welding, they did those things, but they were phenomenal at influencing and helping their teammates and the business move forward when needed.
Because that's the essence of leadership.
Absolutely. That's the basic premise.
Now, you came and did our board retreat. Yep. And have spurred them on fire. They're getting very involved, and we love that as very much. And so that kind of led us to think when we were looking to doing a new leadership seminar and doing a new leadership program, in a one-day seminar. And so you are going to be leading our Science of Leadership.
Yep.
Can you tell a little bit about what the Science of Leadership will be?
Yeah, so the essence of this session is to really get people's minds focused on what truly is leadership. And again, to the point earlier, it's not management. They go together. And to have high, effective, and efficient organizations, you need good management and good leadership. But this session is really focused on what makes up actual leadership. What are the core principles? Trying to bust some of the myths that are out there. And the premise is getting people to do hands-on work. So it's not just to sit and listen to Mark lecture about leadership. It's actually people sitting with either teammates that they're with or other people from, the area that are participating to really dive in a little bit deeper into what is leadership and what makes that up.
So this will be some interactive motions. There's going to be some things going on here.
Absolutely. What I love about these sessions is I actually learn a lot as well. So even though I think I'm a pretty good expert in leadership development, it's actually interesting to learn even more about how the world perceives that and how they utilize the information to grow from that.
Now, you've said a couple times leadership and management is not the same thing.
Right.
Can you have a manager that's not a leader?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, and it's a straight point. I mean, to that, my experience over many years working with many different types of organizations, from Fortune 100 to kind of the mom and pop style as well. Again, leadership is not a title. Many senior executives are actually high altitude managers. They're really good at systems and processes and getting things done, but they have a challenge on how they actually influence people. And the biggest issue that I see with a lot of folks that are in the quote leadership positions is they don't get out of the way. They stay focused and they have a tendency to micromanage. And that's actually detrimental to leadership. Leadership is about influencing and guiding and getting out of the way.
That's an important part of getting out of the way. What made you decide to do this?
Well, I was fortunate younger in my life. I was a marketing major and was in sales, and I took an industrial organizational psychology class, and the world just clicked for me of how do you take the people component and the business component and put it together. I was fortunate to go to UTC for graduate school, and I grew my career, again, with a lot of great organizations and worked with a lot of great people that helped me understand more about leadership development and business psychology. And I got to a point in life where the youngest graduated from college, and I said, well, I can quote semi-retire, so to speak, and I want to move back to Tennessee, and I really want to help organizations that don't necessarily have the advantage of either time, money, or resources to be able to go to sessions like this and learn more about leadership. So I really want to give back to that small to medium-sized organization that, again, may not have the opportunity to get those resources elsewhere and help them be even more successful as well.
That's wonderful. Now you were focusing on that, but this leadership, the science of leadership, that will be applicable for any size business, correct?
Absolutely. And it's not just for, quote, for-profit businesses as well. It actually applies to not-for-profit organizations as well. So essentially, churches could attend, other organizations, volunteer organizations, as well as small businesses could attend as well.
Does nonprofits like that, would they have the same, do they have similar situations that you would face in the business world?
Yes, and essentially where I say that is that we all have people problems. And why do we have people problems? Well, because none of us are the same. And actually throughout the day, individuals aren't necessarily always the same.
Yes.
So unlike a lot of the manufacturing or the business side of things, that it's all about the consistency of products and services and things like that, we're dealing with humans, and that's never consistent. And you can't do the same thing the same way with everybody.
What's something, I'm going to keep going back to the science of leadership because it's coming up soon. And so What is something that you want what is the most important thing you want someone to take away from that seminar when they go?
I think the most important thing is that they walk away with a better understanding of, one, what leadership competencies are. So what are the premises that make up leadership? How do you measure that? How do you understand it? And then a better understanding of what they can do personally to actually become better leaders.
So that they can know that, like you said, everybody is a leader.
Absolutely. I teach these similar leadership skills with scouting units, whether it's organizations that are focused on teaching other life skills, things like that. So scouting organizations focus on lots of different skills. But one of the premises that I do as a volunteer leader is help young people really understand you're a leader. You don't have to be, quote, at this high level or in this kind of position. You just help partner with your team, with your other scouts, the other people that you work with, and that's important. That's leadership.
That's wonderful. If someone aside from the leadership seminar, if someone wanted to get in touch with you, what would be the best way for them to get in touch with you to find out about what you could offer your own services?
Yeah, so fortunately, my website is getting ready to come up. So I'm working with a local organization that is really helping me out on that. But the best way to get a hold of me is either at mark@truecoursepeople.com or to give me a call at 423-819-1415.
That's fabulous. And they can get an idea of what it could be like when they come to the Science of Leadership. And that's going to be on August 20th, and it will be from 9 to 4 at the Pie Center. Tickets, we have a few tickets left, a few individual tickets. And so, Mark, thank you very much for being here. Thank you so much for leading our seminar, The Science of Leadership. And if you want more information, please check out the Chamber website, clevelandchamber.com, or give us a telephone call at 423-472-6587. Thank you very much. Check out Mark and TrueCourse People Solutions, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.